Hello, my friend. In this video, I'm going to cover the difference between the process and result. You know, a lot of people, they start their business or they start any project and they always thinking about achieving a specific result. You know, people who get involved in sales or any mops and pops business, you know, they usually are concentrating in what they have it in their mind, how much money can I make? And they thinking about the money for that matter. And you know what? In order for you to achieve a specific result, you have to go through the process. There is no shortcut. There is no magic wand that you're just going to go and flip your finger and then all of a sudden you're going to get that result that you're looking for. You know, in real life doesn't work like that. So in this video, I'm going to cover to you how you can avoid making those mistakes and what you must do in order for you to maintain your sanity in the process. Because at the end of the day, you know, when an architect is building a building, and you know, he has to lay out the groundwork, the foundation, and then after he lays the foundations, then that's when the real building begins. That's called growth, or building for that matter. So I'm going to explain to you so that you can know the difference, so you don't fall in that pitfall. Okay. The first thing you need to do is you have to become a very good observer, okay? Observer in order for you to understand process that can lead to the result that you want. This is key. You have to understand that there are universal laws and principles that business has to be built upon. You know, in business, you have to understand that it takes time, it takes planning, it takes learning, it takes putting skills, it takes a lot of things, strategy, changing strategy, finding ways that really works or not. That's the process. So nobody can avoid that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you this. If you keep this in mind, you will understand and you will avoid a lot of headaches and frustration in the process. That's the reason why a lot of people quit when they start a business, because they don't understand process. And if you understand process, you will never fail, because you understand that everything is laid out based on universal law and you cannot violate that. So here, the first thing you need to do you got to be a very good observer. So you have to become a very good listener. Okay, you have to listen. You know, there's a lot of people that tell you that you have to become a very good listener. You have to listen to other people. That is true. And that is 100% correct. But they never tell you that you have to become a very good listener of your inner self. Listen, when you listen to your inner self, that you understand how universal laws applies in everything in life. You know, think about a tree. You plant a tree, and the tree has to go through a process. In business, when people fall into desperations that they want to see the result right away, in essence, what they're doing, they are trying to force a tree to bear fruit prematurely. And that's just not going to happen. So if you keep that in mind, if you listen to your inner self, you will understand that that is part of the process. Now, on the other hand, you have to have a sense of awareness. Awareness, okay? You have to be aware that everything governs universal law in business, your life, everything that surrounds your surrounding is based on universal law. So you have to be aware of that. If you are aware of that, you will understand and you will avoid being frustrated when you see that things is not really working. And here's the other part to be a very good observer. You have to have expectations. You have to understand expectations or learn how to manage your expectations. When you understand this, when you are listening to your inner self and you understand, you are aware of your surrounding, you are aware of universal laws, and you know that everything in life has to go through a process. That's your expectation. So if you manage your expectations correctly, you will understand and you will be patient and you will know that it takes time, energy, effort, learning, skills, and growth to understand the process. So with that being said, you have to understand that you got to put the work, you got to put effort in the process. You see, a lot of people tell you they want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, right? The problem with that is that most people, they don't want to do what it takes to make money. You see, they don't want to go through the process. They don't want to learn. They don't want to put the effort. They don't want to. They don't want to work. They don't want to. They don't want to build skills. They don't want to be in the process of growing. They just want this, the result, and that's called daydreaming because that just doesn't happen. It is in the same way as thinking or playing the lottery. You play the lottery with the hope that, boom, you hit it. Because you're trying to avoid the process to make money and put the hard work and the effort. Now, you got to go through a learning phase. You got to go through a learning phase, right? And then on that, you have to build skills in the process. And then eventually you're going to grow. You're going to grow little by little, just like a little plant. A little plant learn growth little by little. And in business, when you start a business, for instance, in our business, in the platform that we have, which if you haven't had the opportunity to take a look at that presentation, I encourage you to go to the description on this particular video and look at the whole presentation. It's there for you. And then that's going to explain how this particular platform will place you or will sort of give you that ability to have your own presence, your own legitimate business online. And once you do that, this particular platform will position you to go through a process, and then you're going to put some effort, learning, and skills, and eventually you're going to grow. Okay? If you don't find that particular, you can also hit over here in this particular link above, and then that will take you directly to that presentation. But in any event, understand that everything has a process. So if you're starting your own business, let's say nobody will, in their right mind, will think that you're going to get a result without you putting the effort. It's just like saying, getting up one day and you say, I want to be an electrician. I want to be a plumber. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. Without going through that process, you know that's not going to work. You're not going to get that result. And that's the reason why a lot of people quit. Listen, my friend, our team understood this, and we're here to preach the truth to you. We're here to show you the way for you to really achieve something that can give you that ability to achieve success in life. But you got to understand this. You know, in life, nothing comes easy and overnight. If you go online, you see a lot of people make money in 30 days. You can make, I made $10,000 in 5 days, in 8 days, in all that. When you hear people saying that, regurgitating all that information, they're creating all this noise, and they understand that a lot of people, that most people want something for nothing. They understand that most people don't want to go through the process. They don't want to go through the process. They just want the result. My friend, when you do that, and you probably have done that in the past, You just threw money away because that really doesn't work. Here, we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you exactly what you have to do. Because I tell you this, when I was in the military and when I was trained for a mission, they just didn't tell me go and do them and going and accomplish these missions without going through the process, through the very difficult training that would equipment for me to accomplish that mission. In business, it's the same way. You have to train yourself. You got to go through the process of putting the effort, the work of learning, because you got to learn. You got to build skills in the process, and then eventually you're going to experience that growth. My friend, I hope this video will be helpful for you, whether you join our business or not. This video, or whether you want to start any project online, this video will give you very good tips for you to accomplish your goal. I look forward seeing you in other video and giving you more hints and more information for your personal growth and your business. Thank you.